Good morning, Raiders. I'm Tyler Weddington, and your Skyline Scoop starts right now. Happy birthday, Skyline. This week we celebrate our school's 45th anniversary. Alex Dorado brings us our feature story this week with a look at our school's history through the eyes of the original Raiders.
Hello, Raider Nation. This is Keisha Williams, class of 1984.
Hi, my name is David Muhlenthal, but I also go by the name of Dave Michaels. I'm a graduate of Skyline High School, class of 1977.
Hello, this is Paul Dawson, better known as PJ Dawson, 2011 alum.
Period this morning. All right, Raiders, thanks so much for listening up. Tomorrow, even more special people will be coming and bringing you the announcements of Skyline. We might even get a former principal up here.
Well, 45 years ago today was an exciting day. The student body had been housed in temporary quarters, waiting since September 1 to get in this great place. And we came in on March 1st, 1971 with a banner entitled The Promised Land.
Here in the Student Center, it looks a lot different than it did in the 1980s. We had couches, we had carpet, but we didn't have all these stores. My fondest memories of Skyline are, of course, football games on Friday nights, basketball games on Thursdays and Friday nights, and of course, coming to the best school in the country.
Hi, my name is Mike Wyrick. I was the first senior class president of the class of 1972, the first graduating class. Man, I still remember fondly, it seems like just yesterday, I was walking the halls here at Skyline High School, met a lot of friends here. In fact, I met the love of my life here, my wife Linda, and we got married when we were 19. We've now been married 43 years. But also, it's where I established my love for education and learning. My wife.
Good morning, Raiders. Today is a very special day here at Skyline.
My name is Sandy Wilson. I'm president of Dallas Skyline High School Alumni Association. I'm also from the very first class of 72. This was a big day for all of us. Finally, we got to come into our brand new school. When we first walked in, man, we just went, oh my gosh, look at how big this school is. It's actually a university. So I encourage each and every one of you students, get a great education like we did. We learned a lot from our teachers, and you can learn a lot from your teachers also.
I came here from W.T. White because of what Skyline had to offer, which in that time was TV production. I always wanted to be in broadcasting. This was an opportunity for me to not only get involved with broadcasting, but also parlay that into other things, such as photography. I did that for a number of years. In fact, I was so good at it, I was employed by the city of Dallas and the Dallas Police Department. My true calling, though, is in radio. Can't you tell I have the perfect face for it? But in any case, I found at Skyline, it afforded me a couple of things. It afforded me to kind of reinvent myself from when I was in junior high and high school. It also afforded me the opportunity to find myself. I found myself in a couple of ways, but I found my voice figuratively and physically. I was able to become what I am right now.
Hi, my name is Buddy Hibbs, and I'm from the Skyline class of 1973. Gosh, it seems like just yesterday I was in walking these very halls. Skyline hasn't changed a bit. It's still a wonderful facility. The educational opportunity here is like in no other high school. Please take advantage of all of the opportunities that you have here, and the memories that you'll make and the friendships that you'll make will last you a lifetime. Don't take anything for granted. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you'll always be a Raider the rest of your life, so enjoy it.
Came to Skyline, man, with just good intentions. Came here, entered the math cluster. Thought it would be a great opportunity for me. You know, it was something that I was highly interested in. Came here, met a lot of great people, had a lot of great relationships here. It grew me up. I taught a lot here. You know, I was taught how to be a man. I was taught how to deal with certain situations here, just in a different variety of people.
Good morning, Raiders. This is Coach Mayo. I was here from 1976 to 2009 for 33 years, and have some very fond memories of our players, students, and colleagues. And, you know, life is about relationships, and there's not a day goes by that I don't get a text, a phone call, an email, some kind of communication from a former relationship that we had here at Skyline. It's just been very special, and I always appreciate and honor the time that I was here.
All English 1 and 2 STAR test takers are encouraged to attend after-school tutoring on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 4:30 to 5:30 in room 219 and 221. This tutoring is for both new and re-test takers. Snacks will be provided. EOC testers and principal plan students are invited to attend Saturday school on the following dates: tomorrow, March 5th, March 26th, April 16th, and April 30th from 9 to noon. Students will prepare for the upcoming STAR exams and buy back credit for attendance through the principal's plan. Bus transportation to and from Skyline will be provided. Speaking of snacks, here's Dossier with a look at your delectable, mouth-watering, appetizing, tasty, flavorful, scrumptious, delicious, yummy, finger-looking, lip-smacking lunch menu.
What's up, Skyline? I'm Dossier, and I'm here with your delicious Friday lunch. I mean, who doesn't look forward to having the best lunch ever? Today, for your hot option, a bean and cheese burrito or green chili chicken tamales. Like I said, best lunch ever. Other than that, for the grab-and-go boxes, you will have a chicken and ranch wrap. And to sum up your healthy choice, you will have a Caesar salad. And that's your wonderful Friday lunch from yours truly, Dossier. Back to you, Tyler.
Time to register for AP exams. Students who are currently enrolled in AP classes are required to take the exams this year. Registration will be online and begins today. You have until March 22nd to register. Information on how to register will be in your AP classes. See Ms. Carter in House 4 if you have any questions. The Advanced Math Cluster is proud to announce our successful showing at the North Texas Mathematics Competition held at Texas A&M University in Commerce. With 20 schools participating in the competition, our team of 10 students won first place. And now, on the topic of natural transitions, here's your cluster spotlight.
Have you ever dreamed of becoming an attorney, a judge, a government official, a psychologist, or a political scientist? These are only a few of the potential career fields that might be available for students who study in the Advanced Social Sciences Cluster. This cluster provides a 4-year college preparatory program and student internships in the legal, medical, and governmental communities.
Seniors, if you want to be able to purchase your prom ticket, please make sure you bring a copy of your acceptance letter and/or scholarship letter, proof of submitted scholarships, and the FAFSA confirmation page or copy of the TASFA application. There is still time to order your graduation announcements and accessories, cap and gown, and class ring. Jostens will be taking orders on Thursday, March 10th during all lunches in the senior section of the cafeteria. Please bring your $50 deposit to start your order. PTSA scholarships are available in each house. Remember, you must be a graduating senior and a member of the PTSA in order to qualify. Deadline is April 1st. See Mr. Solo in Portable 18 if you have any questions. In sports news, your Raider boys basketball team is on the road to state, and your Skynet sports crew has been on the road with the team for the playoffs. Let's pass it over to Rodrigo and Steven for the rundown.
Hey Raider Nation, I'm Rodrigo Mendoza.
And I'm Steven Salazar.
And we're back with another recap for the Skyline Raiders and their drive for 5.
We've got a lot of basketball highlights to cover, so let's get to it.
This game had Skyline with the possession of the ball. Marcus Garrett dribbles past 2 defenders and scores.
In the second quarter, Ladarian Burning passes the ball to Isaiah Smith, drives into lane and scores.
Later in the second quarter, Marcus Garrett with the ball. Then Trayvon Watts-Hale pump fakes the shot, he scores, and the Skyline Raiders are up 23-17 at halftime.
In the third quarter, Marcus Garrett again with the ball swings a bounce pass to Trayvon Watts, and he scores.
In the fourth quarter, Skyline would pull away and beat Harker Heights 44-38. Now, with post-game reactions, let's kick it to Steven.
Hi, I'm Steven Salazar. I'm here with...
I'm Coach Walker.
Well, first of all, congratulations to y'all win. Y'all did an excellent job.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So how did you feel about the beginning of this game?
It started out pretty close. We started out pretty good, though. We had a 6-point lead early in the game. and it grew to an 11-point lead at one point.
Well, what did you do to bring yourselves back up during the fourth?
I don't think we lost composure. They just had a run. Basketball is full of runs, and so the thing is who's able to withstand the runs from the other team, and that's what we did. They had a little run, had a little 8-point run there in the third quarter, and we just dug down, got a couple stops, and got the lead back.
And what do you expect to see in the next round?
I think we got Lakeview Centennial, so once again, it'll be an even tougher game. It's the third round of the playoffs. You don't accidentally win 2 games in the playoffs. Yeah. So everybody in the third round is going to be pretty good. So we have to be prepared to play as hard as we can and stick to what we do.
All right, and if you could summarize this game in one word, what would it be and why?
Toughness, because we had to grind it out, and we had to be us.
All right. Well, congratulations to y'all win this victory. I hope y'all get another win next round.
Appreciate it.
Yep. Skyline held Kylie and Harker Heights to the lowest amount of points they've scored this season. Now on to the quarterfinals, where the Skyline Raiders look to take down Lakeview Centennial at Richardson High School Tuesday night.
Without further ado, let's get to it. We start this game with Marcus Garrett on the ball. He shoots and he scores.
In the second quarter, Marcus Garrett passes the ball to Isaiah Smith, who shoots a 3 from downtown and drains the 3.
Later, Terrion Randolph passes the ball in the perimeter. It gets tipped, Skyline recovers, and Richard Turner hits a leaning fadeaway shot, and Skyline was down 22-21 at halftime.
At the start of the third quarter, Ladarian Burney passes the ball to Marcus Garrett, who gets past 2 defenders and scores the basket.
In the fourth quarter, Skyline is up by 1, and Lakeview Centennial score a free throw to send this game into overtime. In overtime, Skyline was up by 2, and Ladarian Burney steals the ball, passes the ball to Marcus Garrett, who slam dunks the ball with authority. And if you thought that was enough, the Raiders steal the ball again, and Terrion Randolph lays the ball up and puts this game away, with your final score being 55-47.
Hey, I'm Steven Salazar, and I'm here with
Richard Turner.
Well, first of all, congratulations to y'all, another victory. Y'all going to the semifinals. How do y'all feel about that?
Hey, man, it feel great. It's a great thing because last year we lost in the third round, and this year we weren't going home, so it was a good thing to win.
All right. Yeah, I seen y'all defense were very powerful defense-wise. Yeah. What did y'all do to maintain your stand?
Well, the first half we figured out that they couldn't really shoot, so we got into that zone to slow them down from pushing the ball too fast. So basically, we just got in that zone and stopped them.
Yeah. Also, you had made remarkable plays in your offense throughout the game. What did y'all do to create those?
Hey, moving the ball, spreading the floor, getting Marcus open to the low post, so he had one-on-ones.
The Skyline Raiders are 32-1 and are looking to bring home the state title, but they only have one challenge left until our first ever state tournament appearance.
Skyline's last challenge before state is Austin Westlake tonight. Tip-off is at 8 p.m. at Ellis Davis Fieldhouse. That's all we have this week for sports. Until next week, take care, Raiders.
If you're interested in a free math prep session, stop by EIF for more information. Last week, we brought you a new segment called Raider Riddles, and we got tons of requests for another episode. Here's Liz and the Raider Riddles crew back with more questions and a few answers.
What's up, Skyline? I'm Liz Castaneda, and we're back this week with another edition of Raider Riddles. Let's see how you did. What is your name and class here?
My name is Aji Mariam Sen, and I am a junior.
Santiago Holder, and I'm also a junior.
Elijah Hart, freshman. I'm Saud. I gotta say my last name? All right, I'm just Saud, and I'm a freshman.
Tia, and I'm a freshman.
I'm Zari, and I'm a freshman.
Okay. My name is Alyssa in 2016.
My name is Rayshawn in 2016.
Which is greater, 6 dozen or half a dozen?
6 dozen.
Yeah, 6 dozen doesn't confuse me.
It's the same thing. 6 dozen doesn't. Wait.
Oh, it's the same thing. It's slow.
It's the same thing.
Yeah,
Great.
half a dozen is 6. 6 is, yeah.
The same?
6, yeah, same.
Half a dozen. 6 a dozen.
How many times can you subtract the number 5 from 25?
5. See, we in math class.
5 times.
5 times, yeah.
5 times.
5. 4.
How many months are in a decade?
Like 12,000? Yeah, what do you say? Something like that.
I mean, like 23, 25, maybe 58.
If a rooster is sitting on the roof of a barn and lays an egg, it will always roll down the shortest path. True or false?
False.
True. How would we know? how would
True.
You know that?
I don't know.
False. True.
That's hard. Can't it go anyway? So you want to say false?
How many of each animal was Moses supposed to take on the ark?
2 of each.
Yeah, 2 of each.
1 of each gender.
1.
1.
2. 3.
2 of each. No, wait. It is 2 of each.
She said Moses. Moses ain't on the ark, it was Noah.
I need to go to church.
Okay, that's it.
Spring activity bundles and prom tickets are on sale now. Purchases can be made in the Senior Cafe during all lunches. A current ID badge is required and you must not be on the not clear list. Bundle packages are $60, $130, and $200. Prom tickets are $80 each. Prom outside guest forms are now available in the principal's office. If your prom date is not a current Skyline student, you must complete this form. Guest age limit is 20 years old. Attention all seniors. Prom night is big, and when alcohol and other drugs enter the picture, the consequences can be devastating. Commit to be drug-free and receive free prom attire by completing a buzz-free promise. To register, see Mrs. Adams in the registrar's office. As we know, prom is our Academy Awards, and the real Academy Awards were last Sunday. Fabiola Torres and the Fly on the Wall crew are back with a look at the big event.
Hey Skyline, it's Fabiola Torres bringing you your Fly on the Wall news. The 88th Annual Academy Awards, also known as the Oscars, was held on Sunday at the Dolby Theater in West Hollywood. Chris Rock was the host and kept the audience alive and laughing. From the start, the Oscars acknowledged the protests dealing with the lack of black nominees. Chris Rock opened up with some jokes about the protests, much of which met with uneasy applause.
Hey! Well, I'm here at the Academy Awards, otherwise known as the White People's Choice Awards.
However, the night did go on, with some special visits from BB-8, C-3PO, and R2-D2. As always, we also got a recap of the people in the film industry who have passed away in the past year with the In Memoriam segment. The top 4 awards won for the night were a big surprise for some, others were assumed. For animated feature film, the winner was Inside Out. It's about an 11-year-old girl who moves across country and her emotions try to help her with the move. The winner of Best Picture was Spotlight, about an editor of the Boston Globe who assigns a team of journalists to investigate allegations of a priest accused of molesting more than 80 boys. Best Actress went to Brie Larson as Ma in the movie Room. It is about a woman and her son being held hostage in a room for 5 years and finally getting to experience the world after so many years of being in a room. Last but not least, Leonardo DiCaprio finally won an Oscar for Best Actor in Revenant as Hugh Glass. In 1823, a frontiersman was attacked by a bear and left by his crew to die. He now has to use survival skills to make it back home to his family. At the Oscars and any other award show, the best and worst dressed have a major role in the show. Best dressed was Charlize Theron, Margot Robbie, and Kerry Washington. Worst dressed was Olivia Wilde, Heidi Klum, and Kevin Hart. So I decided to go down and ask some of you what you thought about the best and worst dressed. Hi, what's your name?
Brittany Hardiman.
Okay, Brittany, can you put those 3 pictures from best to worst dressed?
Kerry Washington dress is the best, and Oliver Wilde is the second best, and Kevin Hart is the third best.
Okay, thank you. I picked Margot Robbie for best dressed and Heidi Klum for worst dressed, but now I'm going to ask the real expert, Melinda Hardiman from Uniquely Chic Fashion Trends. Who do you think was best and worst dressed?
For the best dress, since you said it was Margot Robbie, her dress was dazzling, and the front opening part, I would say, gave it a great touch-up. But for Heidi Cullum, it looks like she just pulled down a curtain and told her designer to do whatever on it and throw some flowers. But although her hair is nice.
Okay, thank you for your thoughts. The show was originally called the Academy Awards and still is, but the show started being called the Oscars when an Academy librarian, executive director, Margaret Herrick, thought the statue resembled her uncle Oscar. The Academy then decided to call it the Oscars. Well, that's all for this week's Fly on the Wall. I'm Fabiola, and I'll catch you next time.
Raiders, are you ready? The class of 2016 proudly presents the first ever Spring-a-Ling Spring Dance on Friday, March 11th. The junior-senior cafeteria will be turned into the whole Miami scene. Don't miss out. Are you interested in learning dance technique, choreography, and how to perform on stage? Come by room C19 and pick up your Creations Emotions Dance Company audition information this week. Do you love cars? What's your favorite ride? These are some of the questions our roadshow crew got answers to when they visited the transportation cluster earlier this week. Here's Daniel Mendoza with more.
What's up, Skyline? This is Daniel Mendoza from Roadshow. On today's Roadshow, we'll be asking a couple students from the transportation cluster what are their favorite muscle cars. Let's have a look. What's your favorite muscle car?
It's a 1983 El Camino.
And what's your experience about it?
I have one, and I've been building it since I was 16.
What's your favorite muscle car?
Favorite muscle car is a 71 Chevelle.
And what's your experience with it?
My experience with it is me and my dad, we rebuilt the 454 motor when I was 7.
What's your favorite muscle car?
My favorite muscle car is a 1967 Mustang.
And what's your experience with it?
I drive a Mustang.
What's your favorite muscle car?
1984 Trans Am.
And what is your experience with it?
Well, I own one, I worked on it, pretty much it.
And the official pick for the favorite muscle car for Roadshow is the 1970 Dodge Charger. Well, because look at it, it's beautiful. This has been Roadshow with the Transportation Cluster, and
2016 team building. We're signing out. Have a great day. Peace out.
That's all we have for this week, Raiders. We'll be back next week. Hang on a minute. I'm getting something in my earpiece. Really? He's back? Wow. Well, folks, I thought that's all we had. It's my pleasure to announce in return of the second best weatherman on campus, live from the Ham Weather Center. You know him, you love him, he's Skynet 3. Take it away, 3.
Hello Skyline, it's good to be back, and happy 45th birthday. You don't look a day over 39. Now for a look at the weather. Today and tomorrow will be cooler with a high of 74, and lows in the 50s. Sunday it will rain, so it will be wet. Back to you, Tyler.
And that's all we have for this week, Raiders. I'm Tyler Weddington saying, happy birthday, Skyline, and go Raiders. I'll catch you next week.